So today, only the Yangti visualization and meditation teaching. And now we're speaking about the visualization and meditation. Visualization, of course, is included in meditation, or in other words, meditation actually means visualization. So there is not much of difference in terms of that particular denomination, in particular kind of, let's say, definition. There is not much of difference, but you can say that the visual there is can be done like a meditation is a little bit more skill and more involved with the skill. So therefore meditation is kind of emphasizes separately. Visualization does not really need that much of skill, not necessarily. Sometimes visualization can automatically be done and without any skills. For example, as I mentioned, when you look at the man, when you look at a woman, when you look at something else out there, you are always how do you say? You are always more or less you are in the mode of the visualization, even though you have no skills or anything, but you are visualizing it unknowingly anyway. So therefore meditation is more specific in terms of skill, and visualization is more general in terms of say practices. So therefore it is a little different, but actual fact I think these two are very much linked. So therefore in this respect in this context we have to visualize Guru Padmasambhava oneself. And this actually, what it means is that, we are not, as I mentioned the other day, it doesn't mean that you are visualizing yourself as a Guru Padmasambhava, which is not true. Which is not true that you are Guru Padmasambhava. You are Mr. John, you are Mr. George, you are Mr. Tashi, and so, and you are not Guru Padmasambhava. But you just have to visualize it because just sake of how do you say, training or something like that. It is not true. If you think that way, you are how do you say, paralyzing. You are paralyzing the process of practices. You are paralyzing process of practices, especially the practice of Vajrayana. You should never think like that. This is considered as an obstacle, and this is considered as an error. Actually, it is an error if you think that way. For example, let me say it again. For example, when you visualize Guru Padmasambhava, you visualize it, yes, very nicely, but you think you are not Guru Padmasambhava. I'm not Guru Padmasambhava. I am Mr. So-and-so, I am Mrs. So-and-so, I am Miss So-and-so, I am, by my name, I am, I don't know, Kim, I am Mary, I am George, I am John, I am Jennifer, so-and-so, I'm from Singapore, I'm from China, I'm from so-and-so, France, I'm from Germany. This sort of identification always comes in between, and then you, along with the meditation, along with the visualization, that is obstacle. It is an error, actually. Should never be there. You understand? This is very important. We, as I said yesterday or day before yesterday, we have some sense of identification, which is very much the obstacle when you come to the practice. When you comes to a business, let's say mundane business, let's say a daily business, of course the identification is very important. That is the reason why we have a piece of paper saying ID card. So ID card is very important. The ID card tells you are Hong Kongese. ID card that tells you are Canadian, you are British, you are American. And of course you attach with that, and then the things goes very well because you have ID. That is of course from mundane point of view. But in a spiritual point of view, the practical point of view, you are not allowed, not allowed, I wouldn't say not allowed, but it is not recommendable to have ID, ID within yourself. To have an ID picture in your head of yourself. That is a great obstacle. How does it appear? How does it come as an obstacle? It's very simple. When you visualize Guru Padma Sambhava, or when you practice Yangti, the question is, the things that in your mind, your ID comes first. Your name comes first. Your nationality comes first. Your color comes first. All these things. So then where's the visualization? Where is the visualization? Visualization never comes indirectly. Vividly. Visualization gets very hazy. Why? Because the Guru Padma, I am not a Guru Padma Sambhava. For sure, I'm not a Guru Padma Sambhava. I'm not a Dakini. I'm not a divine. I'm not a Buddha. This is the reason. From day one, I was telling that we all are Buddha. This is the reason why I was mentioning and I was emphasizing very strongly about you or us being Buddha. That is very, very important for throughout the practices. It is very important. The essential part. We as a practitioner, we always miss the essential part. And we do lots of things, like this morning. From 5 o'clock till now we did it, 10 o'clock. So this means how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hours. From 5 o'clock till now we did a practice. You guys also joined. Many of you were joined from 5 o'clock. I appreciated that. Of course, I'm not saying that you wasted your time by joining us. I'm not saying that, but of course, I'm just generally speaking. We all are like doing lots of things, but we often miss the what do you call that? The essential part. The essential part is that the understanding. You have to apply the understanding of your own basic nature, which is of course Buddha nature. You have to understand that. But we have the peculiar way of thinking, or maybe error, biggest error we have in terms of, in the point of view of the spirituality, the Buddhist practices. It's a very, 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 this is the sickness, the disease, what we have is to identify yourself as a so and so and so. My name is so and so. My color is so and so. My country is so and so. My father is so and so. My mother is so and so. And of course, many people, they attach to my house, my wife, my children, my family, my this thing, my country. And attach means in the sense, not loving. Loving your family is nothing wrong. This is what I'm saying. Loving your family is nothing wrong. Loving your children is nothing wrong. Loving your parents is even the great thing. It is very much needed. So loving your nation is nothing wrong. Loving your house, loving your furniture, loving your, the things which you have, nothing wrong. Loving is something anyway, overall, it's a nice thing to have. Nothing wrong. But attachment is different. Attachment is now, I have been saying this for a couple of days already, from day one till now. The attachment is nothing but misunderstanding. You always misunderstand. Your wife is inherently exist. Your husband is inherently exist. Your family is inherently exist. Everything, anything what you come across in this world inherently exist. So this is misunderstanding. Nothing is inherently exist, ultimately speaking. So ultimate realm or ultimate existence ultimate whatever, the level of understanding is the ultimate anyway. So ultimate thing is the one that we have to have a view, as a view. It's a very important. The relative level, yes, everything is colorful, everything is working their own in their own way. And water is water, fire is fire, you are you, I am me, you know. So of course we are totally different, and dualistic view is perfectly okay. Everything is dual, everything is, you know, 1 after 2, 2 after 3, 3 after 4. I mean the number multiplies, and it's endless, you know. You have so many numbers, endless. So of course the dualistic view is a very correct from ultimate point of view. No, from relative point of view. But we are talking about ultimate. We are practitioner of ultimate realm, ultimate level of understanding, aren't we? We are Vajrayana practitioner, we are Buddhist practitioner, we are Mahayana practitioner, we are even Hinayana practitioner. We are not non-Buddhist, we are not non-believer, we are believer. So we are believing in what? Believing in ultimate, believing in achievement of ultimate level. So if you look for an ultimate level of understanding, then from day one, what you have to do is you have to demolish your concept of dualistic view, dualistic phenomena. That is a very, very important. So what I'm trying to say today here is that, you know, one needs to really, how do you say, when you visualize Guru Padmasambhava, we need to have a very real view of the vision of Guru Padmasambhava. Not only just the vision as a picture, but you have to have a strong, how do you say, development of understanding of your own being, your own self is Guru Padmasambhava, inseparable from Guru Padmasambhava. That is a very, very important. Very, very important. Not only the Guru Padmasambhava, whatever you may be doing. You may be doing the practice of Avalokiteshvara, whatever that is, the Buddha Shakyamuni, any kind of things you may be doing. You need to have that sort of understanding that you are that particular practice of the Buddha. You are that particular practice of Bodhisattva. You are the particular practice of that particular practice of Dakini, Daka and Idam and all these things, whatever. You should not think that, you know, you are like almost as if you are like wearing a mask of Guru Padmasambhava. As if you are wearing a mask of Buddha. You are like transforming yourself as a Buddha, which is not true. Actually, you are not Buddha, but I'm just wearing a mask, wearing a kind of I don't know, getting into a statue and then, you know, sitting there. Inside, I'm there, but externally I look like a Buddha. That's not right. If you do that, if you believe in that deeply, then even though you do visualizations for a couple of years or eons, for lives, you will not be able to gain the understanding of union, the understanding of great perfection, understanding of Mahamudra. Never. Because you're not approaching Mahamudra. You're not approaching the great perfection, Dzogchen. You are approaching in a way that mundane way, dualistic way. As long as you are in a dualistic realm, no matter what you do, all the doing will be dedicated for nourishment of relativity, nourishment of samsara, nourishment of dualistic thing. It is not going to be nourishing your understanding of non-dualistic union. Never. That is the difficulties that we have, we always have. So you have to understand when you talk about the visualization that you have to, this is the reason why I say you have to have a little sense, tiny sense of belief, tiny sense of faith, devotion. Even though maybe Buddhists may not believe in the faith, yes, I do believe that too, but it is it is a skillful method that you have to start with the faith. I said it the other day, no? You have to understand that, Right now we don't see ourselves as a Buddha or ourselves as a Guru Padmasambhava. No way, not even a closer. But you have to have a kind of a little force for yourself to sort of think that way. Make yourself available to think that way. Even though it is little bit of, I may call it stupid, It's like a force. It's like a fabrication. Because you don't feel that way, but you have to make yourself feel that way. Which means like a little bit of religiosity. There is some little bit of religiosity inside, that the Guru says so. Buddha says so, you have to think that, you have to believe in that. It's a little bit of religiosity, unfortunately, because we don't get to even closer to that. We are too far from that. So therefore we have to get it into the scene. So therefore we need a little bit of kick, push. If you don't want to go, for example, one of my friends is in the army, and he used to say he's army. No, army means Air Force. So he always said that he has to in their training they have to jump from the aircraft, and of course they have the first days or first time. They feel it very, very difficult to jump because it's so scary, so afraid. So because of the scary thing, they can't jump. But what they have to do is they have to stand there and they have to have somebody back there push, kick, big kick, and then of course, obviously he will fall. He will fall off the aircraft. So of course he will be like the first time I think he's going to have a kind of almost a heart attack kind of thing. But then he will be able to fly. He will be able to, I don't know, whatever it needs to be done, he will be doing it. It's no problem. But first thing is a kick is needed. So similarly that we need a kick. So that is the thing. Even though the faith is not welcomed, it is not something that we have to have, but in the practical level of understanding, we need a little bit of kick. So that is what we call faith, devotion, believe. Of course, ultimately speaking, like Nagarjuna said that he doesn't believe in anything. So this means he believes in everything. That is the thing. We believe in certain thing, but we don't believe in certain thing. That is the particular mundane way of developing our life. I believe fire as a hot stuff, and what do you call that? The fire as a hot, and then the water as a liquid and cold or something like that. So I don't believe that the fire is water. I believe the fire is fire and the water is water, but I don't believe that water is fire. So I do have a believe and don't not believe. So therefore, how do you say? The structure of the samsara comes about. So therefore, the Nagarjuna says he doesn't believe in anything. So this actually means he believes in everything. Do you understand what I mean? That is very important, If you can let yourself go and say or believe that you don't believe in anything, you understand the fact that you don't believe in anything, then this actually means you believe in possibility, you believe in everything. So that is the important part you should understand. So, That is, of course, maybe I said it quite a number of times already last few days. Now, the thing is that yourself being a Guru Padma Sambhava comes again in the same package. How can you be, if you have a believe and not believing? So you have this dualistic attitude in your mind or in your attitude. Then, of course, with that attitude, you automatically will keep on saying that I am not a Guru Padma Sambhava. You will be forcing yourself to tell yourself you are not Avalokiteshvara. You are not Guru Padma Sambhava. That is, really like an error for the Vajrayana practice. So, in order to do that, in order to do practice of Guru Padma Sambhava or Yangtik practice, first of all, you need to know how to demolish your own identification. Very, very important. That is very, very important. And how to demolish your identification. That involves in day-to-day life practice, in a kind of daily practice. It's not like it's matter of a few minutes or overnight. It's not like that. It needs to be done days and nights, days and nights, months and months, and years by year. You have to keep on doing that. As I mentioned yesterday, you have to be able to keep on reminding yourself that you are. Or everything is empty. Everything is not existing as there appears to be. If you could manage to tell yourself many times, time to time, at least 6 or 12 times a day, then you will get used to it. And this is what we call it process of meditation. And that helps you to visualize Guru Padma Sambhava vividly. Right now, you have very difficult. Right now we do have a lot of difficulties when it comes to the visualization of Guru Padma Sambhava, for instance. Very, very difficult, because it's a dull, it's a hazy, it doesn't come, and you don't know what you are doing, how to do it, how to have it. All these things, almost it's impossible for us. But nothing is impossible. You have to get used to it. And how do you get used to it? First of all, you have to demolish. You have to keep yourself cool in terms of identifying yourself as something. And in order to help yourself not to identify yourself as a Chinese, Malaysian, Singapore, Hong Kongese, and European Americans, etc., what you have to do, first thing is you have to think about the emptiness, shunyata, non-existence. As Nagarjuna said, that we as a samsaric people, we are too much used to with having things exist. That is the reason why we are stuck here. Not because that we are too much used to having having a notion of nothingness or not. No, no means like a no, nothing there, not there, or something like a negative. The negative view is not how do you say, not strong enough. We are very much positive in the sense of existence. We are always thinking that this is exist. Everything is exist. So everything is too solid, too real. Therefore, we are here. We stuck in the samsara. We stuck in nowhere. So now, according to the Madhyamaka, the view of the Madhyamaka, or the view of the Nagarjuna, Now we have to we have to develop the understanding of nothingness more than the things. Things are not really needed because things are there. Things are there very, 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 very stupid. Otherwise, things are very, very vivid, and So no need. Don't need to worry about that much. Things are very, very vividly there. Because of our roof, we are not get burned by the sun. Because of our roof, we are not getting wet. Even if there is a rain, there is a pouring wet rain, but we are not getting wet because there is a roof. So it's very understandable. Because of the thick clothes, even in the winter, very, very, very cold winter, we feel very warm, very comfortable. Because of this jacket, because of down jacket, because of the trousers, because of down trousers, we are very, very comfortable. Just because of that, as simple as that. So these are very, very, very understandable. So why do we sort of like how do you say? Why do we so much of into that sort of existing phenomena? Instead, we should go to the other side of the other side of the world, other side of the understanding, which is of course the non-existence part. That is important. Something which is very, very mysterious, something which is secret to us. That we have to search and we have to find out. That is in that secret, the Buddhahood is there. In that secret, the enlightenment is there. So therefore we have to reveal it. We have to try our best to sort of reveal it, and we have to get it. How do you say? Get it available. So therefore, practically speaking, one needs to be able to, first you have to be able to, how do you say, keep yourself little cool in terms of identifying yourself. Right now we have a very, very hot, let's put it like that, if you like. Hot means in the sense, so strong. My head, my hand, my name, my nation is so with 100% attachment. That is the thing. So you have to cool yourself down a little bit, so that the visualization of Guru Padma Sambhava will come almost automatically. And it's then it's you just temporarily you will even be able to turn yourself as a Guru Padma Sambhava. Why not? When the Buddha was in India, one of I think it was one old lady, I think. Maybe she had some sort of an unfortunate kind of kind of life. I think she had a very difficult life, and people, whole village, gave her very difficult time. So she was very, very angry, but she cannot do anything. She cannot do anything because she has no power, no support, nothing. So what she did is she went to a kind of a yogi or practitioners or something, like a magician or whatever, some kind of a those. And then she asked this person what to do. I'm so angry. Everybody is looking down at me. Everybody is my properties are robbed already, finished. And now everybody is beating me up. Everybody is doing such a nonsense to me. So I have to do something. What should I do? And then this person said, because she wanted to kill everybody. So this person said, you should visualize yourself as a tiger. And then visualize that you are going to be, you are destroying whole village. So that sort of advice he has given to this old lady. And then this old lady did follow his instruction very, very vividly. And she was, like meditating. She was visualizing herself as a tiger, very vividly and very diligently. And for I think it was for 4 years, I think she was doing that. And then she became a tiger, literally, and she ate everybody in this village. As a tiger, she destroyed everybody. So this is a real story that it's happened in India. So, why not? If you visualize Guru Padma Sambhava, you become the Guru Padma Sambhava. There is no doubt about it. So that actually tells you that there is a point behind the visualization. There is a point. It's not a joke. It is not a something that you just sake of killing your time, or just do it like for exercise, something like that. But it's not true. True is you are Mr. So and so, Mrs. So and so, from so and so country, from so and so family. You are my father, my mother, and all these things. Identification. That is really true. But Guru Padma Sambhava, being Guru Padma Sambhava, is not true. So you have that notion. So this is the error, as I mentioned before. It is a big error when you come to the practice. Conjunction with that, when we talk about the Guru Yoga, of course it is also a very important part of the Vajrayana practice. And Guru Padma, and Mahamudra practice, Dzogchen practice. Without Guru Yoga you cannot. This particular Yangti practice is the Guru Yoga, nothing but Guru Yoga. So Guru Yoga, when you say Guru Yoga, you refer to the Guru, your own Guru. And your own Guru being a Guru Vajradhara, Guru Padma Sambhava, not as a human being. For example, if you see me as a Guru, then you have to understand or see me as Guru Padma Sambhava. If you are connecting with the Guru Padma Sambhava, like a Yangtik practice. If you are doing the Amitabha practice, you have to see me or your Guru as Amitabha. No doubt about it. No second thought about it. You have to go directly, 100%. Why? Again, there is the why. Why do I need to see Guru as a Guru Padma Sambhava and Amitabha and so and so? Why can't I see you or him as he is, as a Tibetan, as a Ladakhi, as a French, as a whatever, he's whoever he is, because I feel comfortable. There are many Westerners, they all keep on saying that, it's very, very difficult to visualize so and so and so. Can't I sort of visualize you as you are? We feel so comfortable. Yes, of course you feel comfortable. Why? Because you are so much oriented by the dualistic concept. So of course you are Tibetan, aren't you? You are such a nice man, aren't you? You are such the educated person, aren't you? You are the person who loves me. I am the one who loves you, and this is very good. So romantic, but it is not the fact that you have to go through. Actually, that is an error. This is what I'm saying. This thing, what you can see as a guru, needs to be demolished. Same thing. Same thing that you need yourself to sort of like pacified with the skill of shunyata. So same thing, when it comes to Guru, you have to demolish his identity. That is very, very important. That's the reason the Vajrayana instructs you not to call Guru as Guru with his name. That is the thing. That is the reason. There is a skillful reason behind why they are not allowing you to call your Guru with his name. Because name gets you into trouble, get you into deeper dualistic attitude. So therefore Vajrayana always, I don't know whether you have heard it or not, but actually Vajrayana practitioner, they always get instructed to not to call your Guru by his name. Even though you know his name, private name, personal name, okay, you just keep it, but don't use it. You just keep on saying, you just have to say Vajradhara, my Vajradhara, or my Guru Padmasambhava. Or maybe you can call it my Guru, that's all. That's all. That's the furthest you want to go. You will never say any by name. It's my problem also when you say, I have a few, several gurus, who's still alive, and also many of them are gone already. But one of my problem is, of course, people always say, when I say, my guru told me so and so, my guru does that, they always ask me, who is the guru you are talking about? Who told you? Which guru told you this? Then I say, what should I say? I have to again identify. So and so guru told me, which is a very hard job for me. I rather people leave me alone. Okay, don't ask me any more questions. Because for me, maybe by my training or whatever, for me the gurus, I feel very peculiar to say that so and so guru. That means like identifying myself, my guru, identify my guru with his name and say, oh, he's my blah, 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 that he told me, and then not this one didn't tell me, but that one told. I feel very peculiar, because I have not much of concept of these 10 gurus being separated. I have not much of concept, I believe. I have not much of a dualistic concept in that terms, The Guru tells me what, it doesn't matter. Guru tells sometimes very much controversially also each other. But doesn't matter, I don't mind. I really don't mind, 100% don't mind. So it's like, it's just, I'm just telling you my own sort of like experiences. And by telling that, I hope that you guys will also getting it, a little bit like how to deal with this. So this is what exactly the Guru Yoga actually means. Guru Yoga is nothing but a skillful method to get into the Vajrayana philosophy. So therefore you have to start from somewhere. Definitely, no? Don't you think so? You have to start with something. So Vajrayana needs to be starting from the Guru Yoga. First thing is the Guru needs to be seen as a Vajradhara. How do you see Guru as a Vajradhara? How do you see Guru as a Guru Padmasambhava? I don't see him as a Guru Padmasambhava. I see him as a Tibetan. I see him as a Laholi. I see him as a Ladakhi. I see him as a this and that. I see him as a educated person. I see him as a lovely being. I see him as a fat man, and short and tall and this and that. They're identifying themselves, You have a very strong identification. And that each of the identification is an obstacle. Is not a good thing at all. It's a bad thing. Actually, I do understand. I do believe that we actually better off, better not be mentioned by all the specifications, of the Guru. Better be that way. This is also one of the reason, but it's of course it's not. Back in Tibet, the Guru and then the disciples, very big gap. Disciples, they hardly get to see Guru, and the disciples, they don't even know his name. Just my Guru, that's all. And so the many lucky people, lucky disciples, they will get the notion of the Guru being a Guru Rinpoche, Guru Padmasambhava, Guru being a Vajradhara, very easy. Of course, there are many people, many unfortunate people. There were many unfortunate people that they don't get anything out of it. But there was a bunch of people, who are lucky enough to get enlightened by that. Just simply keeping the distance between the student and the Guru. Because the student doesn't get to know anything about anything a specification of the Guru much. They get the teaching and then they go, and then that's it. They don't get to know anything like a personal thing, which will facilitate you to see him as a Vajradhara, because not much of specifications are there. Whereas nowadays, the modern times, we all know each other very well, from top to bottom. And especially the nosy students, they wanted to know everything about the Guru. But of course, none of them seems to be knowing about the quality of Guru, the reality state of the Guru. They don't even interest in that. Reality state of Guru, what is reality state of Guru? I don't care. I want to know where he is from. I want to know what is his name. I want to know what is he doing. Is there, there are some of my students, they say, do you ever go to toilet? So of course they think that I'm not going to toilet. Obviously there was some rumor that I was not going for toilet for 1.5 years. In a retreat, in a solid retreat, there was a rumor that I didn't go to toilet for that long, for 18 months. So therefore, not everybody, but many of the students, they come to me and said, "Do you ever use the toilet?" See, so that's nosy, I use toilet or not, that's none of their business, It's my business, Their business is to see correct, to have a correct vision of Guru. That's all. This is the thing. But they don't care, they don't mind their business, they mind my business. So this is the thing that is happening. They want to know everything. Even if I say, I never use toilet. What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It won't give you any clue. It's just, then it is like a little bit like you may say, oh, then where all the things goes. Again. The endless concept of knowing something, wanting to know something, endlessly. So what's the point? So there will not be any answer to that kind of question, skillfully speaking. Just smile, that's all. So anyway, that's the thing. So what we have to do as a Vajrayana practitioner, we should not identify. Even though your Guru is a very nice, very educated, very, very famous, very perfect and everything, you shouldn't tell even these things also. Not even think that way. Oh, my Guru is a perfect He's so educated, so many years of study he went through, so many years of meditation he did, so many years of retreat, the solid retreat he did. And he's such a great guru. But these greatness that you are talking about are error, actually. You don't even allow even to talk or even to think about greatness about him. There's nothing great, nothing bad. It's a Vajrayana, a Vajradhara, that's all. Full stop. That's it. Great, okay, good. Not great, it's okay, doesn't matter. That's a Vajradhara anyway, He knows, yes, very good. He doesn't know, he's a Buddhu, he's just stupid, just kind of a little bit better than a piece of vegetable, but he doesn't know anything. It doesn't matter. It's just, if I were you, I wouldn't care. For sure, I wouldn't care. Once you are his student, you should skillfully speaking, you should have that sort of attitude. That is the Vajrayana door, the door to the Vajrayana realm. There is no way to get, to have a detour to go into it without going into that door. Going through that door, you have a detour and long way and then you will get there. No, you won't. Definitely not. That is the one. So therefore, Guru Yoga is the main practice of the Guru Padmasambhava. Oh, no. Vajrayana. So this is one of the great Guru Yoga. There are many Guru Yoga practices, but this is the very much profound, if you like. This is a much more profound than other Guru Yogas. Because this Guru Yoga refers to the universal form, universal formless, like the speech, and universal mind or the thought. So this is the universal. It's like a global, or it's like it is much more wider and profound. Therefore, it is known as a profound Guru Yoga. Some Guru Yogas are very much specific, concentrated on your Guru, on your particular Guru, and that is also good. That is needed also to start with, but it's less profound. It has one focus, and you deal with that, and then hopefully one more step will come, and then you will be able to deal with the universe. But for the time being, you only deal with your own specific Guru, and that's it. But here, what we are talking about is, yes, your own definitely Guru is definitely the concentration, but the other things that you can see, all forms and formlesses, everything, whatever it is possibly there, needs to be seen as Guru or seen as the three kayas. Three kayas. Dhammakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nimanakaya. That is the thing. So, in other words, you can say that in this practice, the whole thing is included. Whole thing, whole phenomena is included in your practice. In other words, you includes the whole thing as your Guru. Some other Guru Yogas, you concentrate in your Guru, your particular Guru, and then try to sort of like try to apply that particular Guru with phenomena, with all the phenomena in the world. So that is like a kind of two different ways of doing. I wouldn't say one is profound way, one is not profound way. I wouldn't say that, but of course, to my understanding, that there is a little bit of difference. This way, this particular way is more profound, means more sort of like a kind of more overwhelming and more sort of, more profound, more specific. No, not more specific, but more profound, yes. And the other one is more specific. It just goes into the specific thing. and then hopefully it'll grow bigger into the universal. However, what I'm trying to say is that Guru Padma Sambhava need to be seen yourself, this time yourself. The other Guru Yogas are, most of the other Guru Yogas, some of them, yes, same thing, but most of the common Guru Yogas, you have to visualize Guru on top of your crown or in front of you. Here, you visualize Guru Padma Sambhava yourself. That is also different. So when you practice Guru Yoga with the visualization of Guru being in front of you, then you have a slightly dualistic attitude, because you are here, my Guru is there. And that is very comfortable also, as you said, I mean, as you guys may say, that, I feel more comfortable Guru being there. That is true also, because dualistic attitude that we have since beginningless of the time till now, we have been developing that attitude. So therefore it is so easy to have Guru there and talk with him, imagining and all these things. There are now 20 years ago, there are some of my students, they take my picture and they put there, and then they put chocolates on my mouth. Because they love chocolates, so they want me to also enjoy with them. So they put chocolates. Obviously, the picture will be destroyed. Photograph will be spoiled anyway. But anyway, they do that. Really, I mean, I appreciate it anyway. This is something very great. Actually, it's a great, but it's a bit too much, or bit yeah, little too much. So so this is good, but then they always they come to me. Those days, email, we don't have email, we don't have SMS, iMessage, we don't have that, So they always write to me. Do you get it when I put the chocolates on? Do you get it? So again, there's a hope, and fear. Hope that her chocolate comes into my mouth. Fear that may not go. So anyway, I'm putting chocolates after the chocolates. But then the hope and fear is always there, very strongly. It's also because of the dualistic attitude. Which is nothing wrong, but it's some kind of an error, I would say, definitely. So, because you have a dualistic attitude, very strong, and this is very much the base. When you do the meditation, do the Guru Yoga, there's a very base. The basic attitude you have is a dualistic attitude, which is not right. The main thing that we have to demolish, we want to really have understanding is of that particular dualistic attitude. According to the dualistic attitude, everything is perfectly sort of like a separated and conceptually there. But that is that the ultimate or not? That's the one thing that we want to know. And then that is the one thing that we have to get through, break through. From day one, I was talking about that, the conceptual wall or dualistic wall that you have to break through. So Guru Yoga is, common Guru Yoga. You visualize there, and then you are here, and you're doing prostration. You do mantras. You do supplications. You feel good. And for those people, obviously, is nothing wrong with doing that. That is, again, temporary kind of treatment that you have to go through. But here, you yourself visualize as a guru. So inseparably. That is more profound, more deeper, and more confusing also. Many people, let's say, not only some people, many people, they get confused. How can I be my guru? No, no, no. My guru is so and so. How can I be my guru? How can I be visualize my guru? Why should I be doing that actually? To tell you the truth, why should I be feeling? Why should I be doing that? Doesn't make any sense to me. So there's sort of like so many confusions and so many questions and answers, hope and fears and all these things. So these whole entire idea of hope and fears and all these things needs to be totally vanished and demolished into the shunyata, into the emptiness. That is the thing. When we talk about the union, for example, union between the guru and you, union between the good and bad, a union between the long and short, union between the nirvana and samsara. The union is the kind of a common language that we always often use. But actually union, the secret of union, the basic idea of union is the shunyata. In shunyata, in emptiness, in the sense of in the realm of emptiness, I would say, everything is union. If you do not go according to the shunyata, how can you be uniting these things? You can't get a sense of even slightly understanding of union. How can be union? Two things has to be united, union. How do you do that? If it's a too small little thing, like two potatoes, yes, I can make union. I can chop them down and then I can put it, and then together I can smash it. And then it become union. Two potatoes can become union. Two tomatoes can be union. Two glasses of milk can put into one pot and then it's get union. But that is not the union that we are talking about. These two pillars has to be seen as a union. Okay, how do you make it union? You have to demolish and put them together. From dualistic point of view, you have to. Otherwise, there's no other way. But that is not the way we are talking about. We are talking about the union that has to be realized through the idea or through the sense of understanding of shunyata. In shunyata, in the realm of shunyata, we all are united. We all are union. Means we are same. We are in the union. We are in the shunyata. We all are shunyata. We all are the actual existence or actual actual existence of us or ultimate existence of us is nothing but shunyata, emptiness. That is the thing. So therefore in shunyata, this pillar and myself, no difference. My guru and myself, no difference at all. But if you don't have the idea of shunyata, then no matter what you do in order your guru to be inseparable from you, it won't success. Definitely. Never. You cannot do anything. You can visualize and this and that, but visualization also may not be helping you that much, because the shunyata idea, the idea of shunyata, idea of emptiness, idea of the ultimate truth, sense of ultimate truth has to be developed. Then you will know what you are talking about. You will know all about what you are talking about. All these things will be revealed. But right until then, we have not the whole thing, whole issue, whole thing. What we are talking about in the Vajrayana seems to be a little confusing, little too much, little mysterious, and you get nowhere. So now you understand, yeah? Many of you are nodding your head, so that's good. That's quite happy to see you guys at least pretending you know what I'm talking about. It's very good. Very kind of you, anyway. Tomorrow I'll be giving transmission of this sadhana of Guru Yangti practice, and many of you will definitely, I think, you will take interest to practice as a daily practices. So you are very welcome to practice daily as a daily practice, and and also tomorrow we have a bit of time to go through all these texts. I mean the section by section, chapter by chapter. I can say this is for this is for that, and I will go through the chapter by chapter. You will be knowing something. But for the time being, I thought about going through this rosary of jewels, so that you know how to go about every day, or almost every day. You are very much recommended to practice the page number 1, the noble prayer to the 8 holders of prosperity. This practice is very good practice for getting rid of the obstacles for your day, you know, for your mundane or spiritual, anyway, whatever your practice you're doing, to get rid of the obstacles. So you can, according to your time, you can do it 3 times, or maybe 2, or maybe 1. And after doing that, obviously you can do whatever you want, but most sort of like preferably speaking, I would say, then it's good to have this lineage prayer, the Bodhisattva lineage prayer of the middle path, which is page number 22. This is a very essential practice in order to receive the blessings of compassion, loving kindness, and wisdom, obviously. So page number 22, that is one thing you definitely want to practice. And then then you go through the Yangti practice. So if you have no time, then you are recommended to go directly into the Yangti practice. But if you have a time to do 2 sessions of practices, then the first section or morning session, I would say, should be the Tara practice, and that is starting from page number 30. So Tara itself, Tara practice itself has a refuge, and then the accumulation of merit, and what else? Then seven branch prayers, and all these things. Now, I think it has quite a number of pages. So therefore, I just want to tell you that, and the essence of the Tara practice is the 21 homages to Tara. That is coming from, starting from page number 51, 5-1. And today I will give the transmission of Tara, 21 homages to Tara. Jizun ma pama dolma la chakza lo, chakza la tara nyuma pama tudare yinji wakunse turi tongun jimbe doma soa yigi. Chakzal doma nyuma pama jene keji lo danda manji den sungun kyuje shen ikasar jawa len chuma chakza tongi dawa kundu kawa jan izabisham. Karma tonda soba namji rabdu jive varam barma chakza sengwe chune jeji peme chane nambar jima jimba tundu kadu shiwa soba samden chuye nima. Chakza tishin shikbe sudur thaya nambar jawar jama mali paru chimba tobe jewe saji shindu tema chakza tudara hongi. Dang cho dang nam ka kang ma jiten tumbo shakwe ne de liba me bang gubar ne ma chanse jeje mela tsamba lungla na zongan ju cham jungbur rolang tesa nam dande jin sokin du ne te ma chanse de je jadang be je paru chungkur rab dun chama ye kum yon ja shab je nende member chukwa shin dun bar ma chanse turin jikwa chama du jipa wa nambar jama chu je shan ne chonyir den ze dawa tam je mali sam chanse kunjo sumsan cha je sam me thukar nambar je ma mali cha ke kholo je rang ke we je chonam chuma chanse rab to gawa je Ujin wiki tenwa pema shebarab shetu dara ye du danji den wandun zema chanza sashi changwa zonum tamchen kubar nima nima. Chonyir yawa yegi unge pongpa tamchen nambara dhoma chanza dawe tumbi ujin jemba tamche shindu barma rabe chana oba mel. Tapar shindu waram zema chanza kabe tamme medan barwe tamme wina nema ye chan yungum kune korka dhayi pone nambara jema chanza sashi ngoyla chake tu jinu njish. Chonyir chenze yegi unge rimba dumbo namnen gema chanza dema gema shima nyangen deji choye nima sowa omda yanda tambe dikpa chambu jomba nima. Chansal kuni korab gawe dai lune rabdong ke ma yege chube ngane kobe rikwa onle duma nima chansa turi shamne dabe. Hongi nambe sabe nima re ramenda radang bihik je jitne sunam yawa nima chansa la yin so yinam. Rida tajin chana nama tarani jupe ju yege tunama lebane sama chansa la yin sonam jiv. Ladang miyam ji tema kuni ko jagawe jiji tsodang milam ngamba sama chansa nima dawa jin. Jini pole warab sama harani jutu daraye shindu tabur ne sama shandu tani sunam kabe shivin tu dayanda dhambe dendang rolang nujin sonam jemba turi ram jonye ma tsawe nga ke tuban dina chanse wani ni shu tsaanchi So this is the particular practice, the essence of the practice of the Tara Devi, and one needs to do this as many as possible. And this is according to your whatever wishes, over your time. And this, even though you don't have time to do all the entire sort of like a version of the practices, you can keep on reciting this, and with your one-pointed mind or devotion towards the Tara Devi, for sure, 100% that this will definitely help your activities and your yourself also. And this is a great, to my understanding and my own experiences, this is one of the most effective practice and prayers, and without any sorts of side effects, that is very important to know. Now the next is in the praise of white Tara. The white Tara represents the longevities. It gives more. It gives all the things whatever you are wishing for, but especially for the longevities or sicknesses that you have. Maybe you have a physical error, physical sort of disease, and nothing but the ill physical ill body. And then I think all this kind of practice will definitely help you. So this white Tara is definitely designed or whatever that is, especially for that sort of purpose. Let me give the transmission. Om korale tu tare ma tu tare yin ji je tu re na ba nam le tu do ma la ya jang so de be ma kar bu ne be da we su ge den den so do ji ji dong jen za ma chu ji ma la chang za lo tong ge da no na da wa la ne jep den ma janam tam ji yo so zo be nam la cha tu ji ru le le dan de zo san je gen de ye je en de je gen ne cha me yum pa ma do ma la za ko lo kam mo ze kar 집게 라니 얘기제 영수 거에 넘버전 콜로전라 차자 로 신금 탐지 영수 다발라 하는 점에도 뭐 버저도 좀 디숨산제 탐지 제베 임무 임주 드마전라 차자 파마 도마 둔제 임 이신 콜로 탐베마 알람 전라 소바니 다그체 버제다 네다 동에 탐질레 뉴데 제제제도 저도 뭐도 말리달라 나와도 파마 전라 대제 텔라타도 부신공 다전 졸라선데게 투지자주 손도 라메 군도 단도 게진 두비 차제 조선은 연지대 제베 터지메요 베마 다베데메소 샴니 도르지 농수 샤지 천인 좀바 두숨선제 제베요 함무 켈라타도 디 켈라 바좀데베나 다자전주 두발라 아튼데네소 전주바 민든처럼 시주르지 든진 베좀 소바라 쇼 함몰라기 연다된 벨로나 건거라던 so thora number chenne tembe menji tamje rabdar dikwa tamje rabdo shiwa ngendo tamje chambani do jawa jawa thande nam jinir do ane korban jula dele chawa ni ne tabje sanje komanda do thi tune takwa chambo tanne pa mi jan do wa so ba tane tumbani ja tembe rabdo sawani do tundarim da tuke sirve donge sonne number semje shamba namla yango ni sum dundung ambar jana bende bene bodon jana de bene no namni tumde ba tamje tobran jula ken no meje so son jam joroji. So up to here, and then also you have to carry on this part of the whole puja, the whole sadhana. So you have to carry on until the until the page number 64, finishing part, page number 64, and this is morning session, if you like. And then evening session, if you have only time for 2 sessions, then you can do the evening session as a Guru Yoga, the Yangti, which I will give the transmission of tomorrow. When I say transmission, you know, I have to read precisely, so that you have to listen to that, so that you will get then you get the transmission, so that you can practice, and you are linked, you know, like a linked. You are linked. You are connected with this sadhana. So you are allowed. Ever since then, you are allowed to practice. Otherwise, Vajrayana text and sadhanas are not allowed unless you get the transmission. That's the thing. Whereas the Sutrayana text not necessarily need the transmission. You can sort of like if you have a devotion, if you have a sincere heart, you can practice without transmission. That is Sutrayana. But the Vajrayana, Mantrayana, you need the transmission from Guru. Otherwise you are not allowed, or you are not recommended to practice the particular sadhanas. And then this in the say just before going to bed, if you are really sincere into practice, just going to bed, you have to confess. And this particular sutra of the 3 heaps, which comes in 75 pages, page number 75. That Buddha he Sutra actually means everything is written by the Buddha Shakyamuni himself. Sutra cannot be written by common beings. It's Buddha Shakyamuni wrote. So this is a sutra. So so this sutra needs to be done once, just before going to bed, and that is confession prayers, purifies one's own negative deeds that you may have done before in this whole day. So day is finishing, you are retiring for a day. So before retiring, you have to sort of like confess. So this comes until page number 86. Until 86. But this is if you want to do that. If you don't want, or if you don't have time, and especially if you think you have not done any negative deeds in your day, then you don't have to do it. If you are lucky enough. Let's wish for that. And and then the page number 160, that is the what you call that, aspiration prayers for all beings as limitless as the sky. That is a very short, and it's a very contains very good meanings and very profound prayers. So therefore this is very much recommendable to do this page from page number 160 to say page number 162, or that's it. That's for your daily prayers, the daily dedications and prayers you do. And if you want to dedicate your merit for somebody who died, who just left this world, and who you think that he or she need lots of help from us, then the page number 62, the prayer, the Amitabha prayer, that needs to be added up, and this is dedicated for that, for those dead people. But this also, it is an optional. If you don't want to do it, or if you don't have a mode to do it, or mood to do it, then you can avoid it. But you can do this if you have some particular person to dedicate to. It'll be very nice to do that instead of asking somebody else to pray and all that. You can pray and share your warm heart and help. There's no doubt about it. You can do that. So therefore I will give the transmission of this. Emma ho nganzar sanje nawa thaye da yesu jo tuji chimbo da yondo samba tujin to nam sanje chansen pamen korgi goro de jing nganzar badu me bai dewa chanje jawe shingam de danen dene zembe chumma to jawa shanje teru chene nangde chando jo tege daga malam tabande choju sanje chansen tamje kime dubar chinge labdu zo de ya da pensan de awa buddha na yeso ha chodu chudu jewa se jega zonyin zola je era da ge dusum ge sa kunjo sumla je ba me jewe tamba be ju ge wa sum jo jokwe sanje tab ju ge za tam je ju de da ge jo la me ju de me da ne to de te ne me nyam da ve tender sa ju ne ju de nam ji dewa jendo je ju ji ne be me kha ji de li den de la sanje ju ne do ne ji su do ju do wa number je dewa chang ge sing na sanje abam malam takwe thong sa in shin jo te ro je wa rai sho. And also I have to give you that the earlier one, the page number 160, I've forgotten that this transmission need. Kamsum kanyam doa kunji menji bu pendan dewa kunji tupten dambanye da kurdi gon salata jeju jishena tu shinde sujum donam tarbe lamlan denze betin songba me beshen yena kuzerin jintene jeju jintene jiden jenju denje ba kunji salam ba jeni jena damanen jebeta don don de jo samje damje dejin jine amre dejin lamlan tuma jene dajan terbe kun Gevishin Yimbaji Tempershow, Tatu Dani Dami Chenin Tembaji, Dula Menga, Tejan Pave Salam Doji, Doji Chama, Center to Barajo, Tagitism Gavandida. Ditan Tipa Mali Chanjanet over Gevishi, Jason, the Tenetum Gambata, Jamin Javando, and Nizunga, Talun Tilijan, and Javachi. Doji Chama Salam Goberjan, on the Jetan Javar and Tayendo, Kunjanga, London Gavishi, the Daju, the Malinam, the Cholam Goberjan, Dagi Jetan, Jugavan. Pejin Jiben we come to introduce some Jikula, the Minicunya Protection Purpose. So tomorrow I'll give you the transmission of the Yangti practice. Today, for the time being, that's all. For the time being, and so dedicate the virtuous for all sentient beings. So nam di tamje zibani tomne Dhanam pamje te jagana che sibe sole ando arai jo